Yo, I was sitting on my phone there. What's up, everybody? GM, hope you're feeling all right. Welcome to the Web3 Breakfast. As you know, we come to you every single Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard, and when it's daylight savings time, whatever that difference is. So if you say standard, or then what's the other one? Yeah, cool.
What you talking about, Willis?
You know,
Eastern,
like you say,
Pacific?
like Eastern Standard Time, but then like it's not standard time like when we're in daylight savings time, right? Like then it's you say something else. You guys know what I'm saying.
No, bro.
Yeah.
You're tripping, man. You're tripping.
I'm certainly not tripping. That'd be nice, but I'm not tripping. Anyway, we'll get to it, but hey, whatever. I hope you guys have, well, I'll look it up. I will fact check myself here in a second here. But I hope you guys are having a very wonderful morning. Guess what? It is Wednesday. That means that after we get through today, they call it hump day for a reason, that you are on the downturn of the week. Wow. Speaking of, that was cool. I just saw Mr. Dude. Whoa. He did it. He did it. Guys, if you are watching the live stream, my mind is just blown. One day we spent about 20 minutes almost confirming that this what had just happened was done. But Mr. Dude has flipped, I think it's called mirrored the image on his camera so that the Web3 Breakfast t-shirt, his Meta Vixen, his New England Patriots sign, everything is now readable. His picture is no longer flipped backwards. So if you guys are watching the live stream, thank you so much for doing that. Smash a like if you are on YouTube, and if you're over on X, hit the heart. That's going to be fun.
I thought you were gonna say he took his shirt off.
No, he just
huge. No, I thought he was gonna say put a shirt on.
It's worse.
But like that is huge. That's that's huge that you can actually read the text now. I don't know why Zoom or StreamYard or whatever the fuck that is. Even if it's the camera, I don't know if it's my Logitech camera, but it does the exact same thing. It fucking prints everything backwards when I'm like, and it drives me absolutely up the fucking wall.
Carrie, does your thing have a remote?
No, I have no remote for my camera.
That's what
it's not one of those fancy ones that follows you around the room or anything like that. No.
This doesn't follow me around the room. It just comes with a remote.
I do want to get one of those. That would be fun to do. Where you do like you put like the hand thing in front of it, and then it like starts tracking you. So like I, in theory, could set one of those up. I could do a little whiteboard action, and then come sit back over here to my chair, and it would track me. That would be wild. That'd be fun.
Yeah, those are really neat.
I got a question for you guys. New headphones. How does my mic sound? Am I in the shower still?
No.
Yep.
No. You got like the slightest bit of feedback-ish, but you're like 10 times better at least. Maybe 11.
Okay, these maybe have like active noise canceling, so I can't hear like shit around me. But so I'm hoping that it's good.
Is there drills going on?
Watch out!
Got to keep your wits about you here.
You'll have to do.
Is there an impact drill going right now?
1 in, 1 out. How does that do?
I can't. The active noise canceling needs both in.
Oh, so you can't wear it like a DJ and like have like the canceling in one ear and then just hear like the world around you with the other.
No, I can't be that cool.
That makes sense though. Well, hey, you do sound much better. So shout out to you. Thank you. Hey guys,
$5 headphones.
I gotta fix the old screen here.
This is hilarious. Every time nobody talks, it's like nobody talks, and then whenever like everyone wants to talk, we all talk at the same time. It's fucking hilarious.
Because we all get that weird little like pause where we're all like, oh shit, we can't have dead air, and then we're all going
That's exactly it.
We got the hive mind here.
Yeah,
we're all interconnected.
Well,
hey, hello to Miss JB all the way from Australia. See, we're doing it again. God damn it! Fuck. I'm just shutting up right now.
I am excited about today's conversation. I believe, if I am not mistaken, on Wednesdays we like to talk about Web3 gaming, and it looks like we got Forgotten Playland in the house. So that's going to be a fun conversation chatting with them. I know, Mike, you have been playing this, if I'm not mistaken. This is the one that you play tested last week on the Wednesday night gaming thing, right?
No, last week was Open Coliseum. Tyler may pop in. He said he'd be here, but I sent him a gentle reminder, so he should pop in a little bit later. But Forgotten Playlands is, imagine Toy Story mixed with Mario Party. I kind of jumped in, hopped in, played a couple games, but this will be my real play test with a bunch of people tonight. So yeah, it looks really, really fun, guys.
I'm a bozo.
Honestly, if you guys like Mario Party, you guys will love this.
Yeah, I'm a bozo. First off, it's tonight. Like, I don't know why I said last week. It is tonight where they're coming on today to chill. And then the thing tonight is you start at, I can never remember, the 7 p.m.
He plays by himself. At 8 o'clock, he plays by himself. And then at 9 o'clock, we all join in.
Got you. Thank you.
But you guys can always watch me play with myself.
Yeah, but his kids are still awake, so it's not as much fun as you think.
You guys,
Man, you just set it up. I just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I have, like, it's funny, like, like in the inside joke of our chat that I'm the Belding, but I feel like that. I'm just like, you boys, when you get a little rowdy sometimes.
Corey's mom was just like, oh man, like you guys went there. But then last night he's posting his underwear pics all over the timeline.
Did you guys notice that he trimmed up that picture? He cut his bulge out of the photo.
Yes, but you can still see it because it says like show previous photo. Like it's there forever now. Like you can't be posting boner pics. They're there forever.
You put them on the internet, man. What did you expect? You can't like put stuff on the internet and just expect to be like, hey Twitter, could you mind erasing that for me?
It's the pants, they're pleated. It's an optical illusion.
It's the seam.
The
seam.
Hold on.
Up the
Time
fucking
out.
the dodgeball scene with the guy with the little fucking pump.
Time out. I feel like some people are jealous that Corey might have a bump down there, and maybe they don't have a bump.
Well, it's different. Like everyone's got a bump.
Yeah, but some bump ain't that big.
Oh my God!
Everyone's got a bump.
Unless we're gonna get into like
even the ladies
talk on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
even the ladies have a bump. You know what I'm saying?
If you guys are,
I'll share one not safe for work story. Like obviously, like so I played hockey my whole life, and when I was like in my somewhere between like 17 to 20, we would always get invited out by like one of the dads, like you guys come play like hockey with the guys, like come play. We'll just like drink beer. So we went. We like played like in the room afterwards, like you're just like normally getting undressed, you're like gonna go in the shower. I've seen one, man. I've seen one. Like this. Like,
good Lord.
I don't know. I can't remember this guy's name, so it's not like I can out him or anything. But like he could pee on his own nutsack. Like,
are you talking about a micro
You
penis?
just can't.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because I was gonna say, like, who pees on their own balls, man? Like that's like not a thing, right?
And I can guarantee you, at this point is where my mom has turned off the show. She's done watching. So.
Oh yeah, she shut it down. She shut her down. That's for sure. I'm so sorry, Mrs. James.
Please, Mama J. Change. Plug your ears.
No, she's done for the day.
Well,
It's all right.
I said it was not safe for work. I gave the NSFW.
Yeah, no.
Before.
It's not a problem. I'm just saying. It's.
When I finally meet your mom one day, she's just gonna do that what you just did, just shake her head at me. Well, you're Dan.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it was you today and not me.
Wait,
usually it's me.
What's talking about me? Talking about someone else's nutsack.
I've had my fair share of moments. Don't you guys worry about that. Don't you worry. But hey, it's right up our alley. This is what we call the Chop Shop. Anything goes when we start the show. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, make sure you smash the like, hit the heart, repost the space. Very important if you guys are here to do that. We've got a very special guest with the Forgotten Playlands today here. And then we're going to talk some Web3 gaming, the importance of it for the ecosystem, what they've got going on, all sorts of things. So make sure you do the things that you got to do to bring some more people in here. Because if I'm not mistaken, it may get wild towards the end of the show. I'm not promising anything. I just feel like I heard something.
Yo, are you live on? You're on YouTube right now, right?
Correct. Yeah, YouTube and X. So you can watch the stream. You can watch the stream on YouTube, and you can watch the stream on X. If you want to be part of the winner's circle, you should go to YouTube, because the YouTube watchers, what they do is they've got a 100% like to viewer ratio. Happens every day. Like, it's just like I talk about it because it's an amazing stat. The people on X, like, you should jump ship. You should stop watching on X and just go over to the YouTube. Make sure you smash the like and be part of the 100% crew. Instead of the micro likes. If you
Well, anyone who's watching on X has issues anyways. Like, why are you watching it on X? There you are.
Well,
now
no,
I can
it's
see you
different.
stroking your
It's
like
you can-
halfly bearded chin.
It's totally different. You can when you watch on X, you can you don't have to have the video playing to hear it, right? So you can check in on it. You can do other things. You can multitask. But on YouTube, you can't get out of the app at all, or else it shuts it off. Maybe that's different now, where you get that little tiny window. But nobody's doing that. No,
Gotta have premium for that for YouTube.
Live streaming on X is kind of weird. Like, even when I'm doing my streams, the chat is kind of funky, and it doesn't really tell you how many viewers you have. It just tells you how many views you have had.
That's it. I think it's inaccurate with the views. I don't think the viewers. It's not viewers. It's views. Right. So how many people have scrolled past the video? Not how many people are actually.
You have to watch for a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm watching the video and I'm not gonna like it.
Guys, I get paid for this shit. Give me my fucking impression.
Yeah. Give me your eyeballs. I got your ears. Give me
This
your
is good.
fucking eyes too. Golly.
At least I can tell when my jokes land now, because I can see your face. So
Yeah.
it's when things go silent, and I can either tell he's just gone fucking dark because the crickets are fucking chirping, or he's laughing so hard that he can't speak right now.
Sometimes if I'll get up. I'll get up out of my chair and I'll go to the other side of the room and get off camera, and I'll either laugh, keep laughing harder, or I'll just pout because I don't like what you guys are saying.
It's true. I get to see that.
One of these days, I don't have it here anymore because I brought my iMac back to the house, so I have a computer at home. So I don't have I don't have a camera where my desk is, but I could put something back there, because then it's the view of the whole thing. Then you get the behind the scenes of the set. And that's usually before the show where Mr. Dude and I are in the same space. If we log in before the music starts, I'm starting a little bit earlier, but we'll see. We'll see how it's working. We should do a giveaway on Friday, I think.
Hey guys, can we bring up Forgotten Brum? He's the co-founder of Forgotten Playlands.
Just tell him to request. Where is he?
Hey Brum, if you're here, put a request in to be speaker. We'll
There
get
it is.
Boom. Done.
Boom. Welcome, Brum. All right.
Hey there, Brum. It's like bro, but Brum.
Hell yeah. So let's talk about the game first. Talk to me about it. Talked about the mechanics. I put play to earn blockchain games in the title. That doesn't necessarily mean that those mechanics are in your game or your offering that you're going to have. But yeah, let's start from there. Walk us through it a little bit. Your experience with why you've built on whatever chain that you've decided to build on as well, because that's always important. That tells a different story.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I hope you guys can hear me.
Perfectly.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. So, quick intro. My name is Bram, Brum online. I'm one of the co-founders of Forgotten Playland. As the intro was already mentioning, we are a free-to-play social party game where essentially you mix Mario Party and Toy Story, a little bit of It Takes Two, and sprinkle of nostalgia for the older generation of gamers, including myself. We are building on the Beam chain, which is a subnet of AVAX, built by the Merit Circle team. And yeah, that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. Just have fun with friends or with strangers online. Play as your old little plushy character and just battle it out in the party games that we have.
Hey, did you say It Takes Two? Like the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie?
No, the the video game where two people are shrunk into little doll figures and are essentially working through their relationship problems. But we're not looking. We didn't look at their relationship problems. We just looked at the we took the inspiration from them being little toys and trying to survive in a real world environment.
So I saw that you're like a little teddy bear when I was playing. Can you change like your kind of your character, your avatar? Are there different ones?
Yeah, so when we launched, so currently we are in early access on Hyperplay. We have our wishlist page open on the Epic Game Store. So if everybody here could just wishlist us on Epic, that would help us out massively to kind of spread the news. But to answer your question, you are indeed this little plushy teddy bear character, which we call Plushkin. And you can customize your character with a variety of cosmetics. So the base kind of model of the bear will stay the same for now. But we have a bunch of cosmetics that you can use to kind of customize your character, different skin colors, different hats, eyes, hands, chests, legs, and so on and so forth to really kind of create your own persona in the game.
Nice. Let me ask you a question from like a different level, and feel free to answer this however you need to. But obviously, you know, we're just kind of getting to the more exciting part of the bull run of crypto, which means that we spent a lot of time navigating a bear market. And you guys obviously built your product, you kept your community, you did all the things that you needed to do. What was your approach in that, in navigating the bear market, making sure, you know, you keep sentiment high, you keep, you know, any community that you had at that point, you keep everybody going in the right direction so things don't flip? Because we saw a lot of that in the bear market.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's a very good question. I mean, from a timeline perspective, we started development of the game actually late August last year. So we have been in development just over a year effectively, which is a pretty short period of time. But I mean, and that is also the power of Web3, right? You really use your community to just build together. And us building this kind of party game where you can just hang out with friends helps kind of purveying and sharing that message. So what we've been doing for the last month or so is just do daily play sessions in our Discord server. People can just jump in, jump out. If they have the time, we have a set time. It actually starts in like 45 minutes. And you can see like the people who really enjoy the game or just want to hang out and just say hi, you know, either kick off their day with some friendly banter and a game, or maybe depending on where they're located around the world, they end their day with a little play session with the team and the other people. And the thing is, we've built this in a sense that when you boot up the game, you join what we call the social hub, which is effectively an interactive multiplayer lobby for up to 32 players. So it is the attic of an abandoned house where you can just kind of run around. You can customize your character there. You can just chill out. We have all these interactables to kind of provide the players with this, again, sense of nostalgia of picking up a bomb that will explode after a couple seconds. And they can just create their own rules, kind of similar to when you were a kid and running around in the playground, and you would pick up this stick, and it could be a sword, it could be a lightsaber. It's whatever your imagination kind of tells you it is. And during some of the play sessions, we just literally spend the entire hour running around in the social hub and just exploring new corners. And sometimes after like 5 or 10 minutes, we just team up and jump into the party games and just try to battle it out like that. So it's really just this kind of using the game for additional community building because it just brings the people together.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm really excited, Mike, that you brought this all to us and that we'll get a chance to look at it later tonight. I know, the whole idea of like, getting people into gaming and how we do the mass adoption thing. And we talk about it in a lot of different verticals throughout our ecosystem, but gaming especially, because that's what we're talking about today, is having a product that is relatable, having a game that people want to play and that is fun, right? And however the end result of the mechanics are, if there's any tokenization or whatever, so be it. But at the end of the day, you just want to bring people in. and have them play these games without realizing that that's what they're doing, right? That's the whole point. We talk about it with transactions. We talk about all sorts of things. It's the internet. Like you don't care about how the internet works anymore. You just want it to fucking work. That's it. And so the whole idea is you've got these games that, if you guys are bringing in that, look, I'm excited again to do this tonight because my wife, she's always wants to know, is this like a Mario kind of thing? Like those are the kind of games that interest her. She likes to play video games, but I don't believe a first person shooter is something that, she would want to play. But a game that is a party game with a group of people, this sounds exciting even for someone like me. So
because it's like a social aspect, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't have to necessarily be good. So like perfect example is actually Mario Party itself. Like we bought a Nintendo Switch, and that's the only game like Sky will really play, and she's 7, right, for reference for Forgotten Playland. Like we'll put that on and just sit and play with her because you play one map and it's like whatever 10 turns between the 3 of you. It takes about an hour, and it's just like fun and also as a parent like fills that 1 hour fucking closer to bedtime, right?
100%. And I mean, that is
cool.
also kind of the reason.
Graphics are cool. I'm on it right now, but so I guess the question would be, I'm on like the play install part, right? But right underneath it says Beam, and then it says token gated access. So do we have to have tokens to play tonight?
No, absolutely not. I think that is just part of how Hyperplay kind of showcases or builds up their page. So as I said, it is completely free to play. You get the so to say, you get the character for free. And without any NFTs in the build that is live on Hyperplay right now, you can just kind of change the skin color of your character. But when we launch an Epic next month, we will kind of go through our, so to say, full release. So there's a lot of incentives and things that we've also taken from the more traditional free-to-play Web2 games to really kind of guide players and through the game itself. So we will have things like player progression by playing the game and doing these daily and weekly quests like play X amount of games or win this specific party game or do XYZ. You get XP. Through that, you level up. Through that, you unlock new cosmetics, which are actually NFTs or emotes or stickers or things like that to also help you communicate and kind of furthermore customize your character.
That's awesome. So if we were to fast forward, let's just say a year or 2 years, and you guys are still going, like, how does a game like Forgotten Playland in like this scenario, like how do you guys generate revenue so that you guys can keep going and improving and like obviously living your life and paying your bills?
Yeah, so that is actually one of those key elements will be announced tomorrow, but I can already lift the veil a little bit. As we are kind of working our way towards the Epic Store release, we've been releasing these weekly articles kind of covering the big additions that we're adding to the game. So one of those things that we shared a couple of weeks ago is our play to airdrop campaign that will go live when we launch an Epic, which in short is kind of the same as your traditional Web2 player progression that I just explained, but it's like this second funnel kind of where players can earn points by either holding cosmetics, playing the game, doing certain kind of activities. On top of that, we will also, and this is the thing that we'll announce tomorrow, is we'll have a little tournament arena called Plushkin Battle, which is ticket gated. So people buy a ticket in the store, and from there they kind of sign up for these 3 times a day tournament modes, and kind of the revenue or the entry costs from that are split into a massive prize pool that will be handed out to participants and kind of the top leaderboard at the end of the season. And part of that will also be both burned and I believe funneled back into development
and to the team.
Funding.
That makes sense. Like as like someone who plays video games, it's like it's normal for the team to need to make money so that like I would want somewhere down the line to be Forgotten Playland 2, Forgotten Playland 3 if you love this series, right? Like otherwise
absolutely.
It's like, oh, I wish they charged us $5 or $10 so that they could have continued on down the line.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And in the same sense, we're also going to introduce an in-game store where it kind of has that same approach, right? You buy the cosmetics like you would do in every other free-to-play Web2 game. On one hand, the players now actually own that cosmetic because it is an NFT. And on the other hand, we take that money and kind of funnel it back into our development funding.
Nice.
That's
So
awesome.
it's essentially a win-win for everyone.
Introduce them. They're like a project that should be introduced to Nathan, right? With like the liquid NFTs, because it helps like always retaining value.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what you're doing is you're creating an entire ecosystem, which is great.
Yeah.
You know,
That is
So
the goal.
I got a question for Forgotten Playlands. Do you guys have like aspirations to go to consoles? Because I know when I was playing through this, I kind of got a little bit of the. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sackboy on PlayStation. I kind of got those vibes a little bit when I was playing the game. So I was wondering, like this game looks like it would be amazing on a controller.
Yes. So on one part, Sackboy was also a part of our inspiration. So that is very well spotted on your end. On the other part, yes, we are. I mean, the game is built in Unreal Engine 5, so it is made for consoles as well. And especially now the kind of off the grid has kicked that door open for possible console releases. We are very open and very willing to kind of have those conversations with both Sony and Microsoft to kind of get our game on their platforms. But yeah, as they have been very hesitant to kind of put blockchain games on their platforms in the past, we hope that with the recent success of Off the Grid, that will become easier and kind of more smoother to work for games like ours as well.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Do you
I
know,
think it's
like,
just a time thing.
Yeah,
It takes time. Sorry, it takes time to change a culture, right? You have to, people are really open to change, and I think this just changes culture over time as we have more success, as we have more good games and fun games coming out. If the game's good, the people will play. It's simple as that. And if people are playing, the platforms will want to put the games on there.
100%. And to add on to that as well, we already have controller support in our game, so you can just plug in your Xbox controller. The PlayStation controller is a little bit more of a hassle due to the code that is running it in the background. So you can just plug in your Xbox controller if you have that, and it will play just as fine. If you jump into the party games, the little pre-game screen will also show you the controls on controller, so it's not as confusing to figure out which buttons you need to press. And even more so because we built this game, as I mentioned before, with kind of the fuel of nostalgia as well. If you plug in 4 controllers in your PC, you can also kind of do this online/local 4-player multiplayer. So you don't need people online to play the game.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Because sometimes you just want to hop in and just play by yourself for 15 minutes because that's all the time you got. So that's great. Because that's a big thing.
No, absolutely.
So I like Off the Grid, and I've played it, and I fucking suck at it, but I still enjoy it and it's fun. And it's on PlayStation, so I know the people on the PC are the ones just destroying me. But what I don't like is it's like a 20-25 minute match between signing on, waiting for the match to start, the warm up loading screen, and then actually going through to finishing in the top 5, right? And it's 25 minutes, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, well, that was one game. I killed nobody, and I just was waiting for respawns the whole time.
Yeah, and that is also one of those reasons why we have, like I said, the social hub. So even if you have 5 minutes, you can just jump in there, see if there's other players online, or just kind of fuck about there for yourself. So with that as well, when we launch an Epic, we're adding so much more kind of these interactables. So some of the mechanics that we've used for the party games will also just be selectable in the social hub. So we have a pogo stick, and you can just grab that in the attic and just explore the whole world on your pogo stick, just bouncing around. Or you can pick up one of the clubs from the party games and just smack into other people, and just again create your own kind of games yourself. With your imagination is the limit.
Yeah, you let your imagination run wild, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's
I
up,
see
Gringo?
Gringo's got his hand up.
Yeah.
What's up, Gringo?
Hey, good morning. Hello, friends. I missed you all. I've been crazy busy working crazy hours, but I had to come say hello to Forgotten Playland. I am very bullish on this project. I actually hold several toy boxes. I love this project. I think it's a great idea to onboard people of all ages to Web3 gaming. So shout out to Forgotten Playland. I had to stop in and say hello real quick. I only have a few minutes, but hello, everyone. Love you guys, and I hope you're all doing well.
Hell yeah, brother.
Shout out to Gringo.
How you holding up? You slam and jammed with all that relief work?
Oh yeah, I'm doing insurance catastrophe work. I decided to take it on, and it's always a lot of work. But yeah, I miss Web3. I'm trying to slowly get a little bit involved with my schedule currently, implementing in Web3 as well. So I'll try to stop in every once in a while, say hello to everyone.
Keep
and
stacking
then
those,
this is only
those chips,
temporary,
brother. Your timing is right. Just keep stacking those chips, brother, and then add to the pot.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, good talking to you guys. I'll talk to you all soon.
Absolutely, bro. We appreciate.
Have a great day.
Make that money.
Yeah, put it into
Yeah,
crypto.
but when I saw Forgotten Playlands, like my vision of like what community gaming night is or what I wanted it to be was something like when I saw this game, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the one. Because my idea of like community gaming night is just sitting down, unwinding after a long day, and having fun, a couple laughs with your friends. Maybe you're on voice chat, maybe you're not. And just playing fun, casual, easy to play games, doesn't need to require a lot of brain power. Like off the grid is great, but like you got to be dialed in. You got to play the game for a while to be able to get like the muscle memory. You got to understand the map and all that. There's a lot more to it than just, you know, hopping in and playing. But with Forgotten Playlands, like you just hop and play. And especially like being a dad nowadays, it's like hopping in and playing a game for 20 minutes is like basically the game that I play the most now, because, you know, I got to put things down, go attend to something and whatnot.
Yes, needing to pause it. Oh, that's like frustrating, right? Where you're like, someone's calling you, and it's like, obviously you want to go help your child. Can't be like, God damn it! I'm like, I'm about to kill somebody. Just wait.
Stop
what was
crying.
that? You need your apples cut? Yeah, stop crying. Oh, just get your own Band-Aid. I'm sorry, you're bleeding.
Dude, I just swapped my legs out so I could jump higher. Fix your own Band-Aid.
Yes, I finally got a rare gun.
That must really suck. I mean, the worst that happens to me, I like get bored and like leave the room. But I mean, I still only play for 15 minutes at a time because I've got like I need to feel productive, right? So I don't have kids, but I've got this like this nagging in the back of my head that that video games are somehow unproductive. Fuck off. And not you guys, the cat. And he's like right in my fucking face right now. Why?
So you
Why?
know exactly what we're going through, Terry. Like you literally just described what it's like having a child next to you, and you're trying
I
to
guess
play.
so. Yeah,
You did.
But this is why I play racing games, because like I can jump in, I can play Formula One for like 10 minutes, and then I can like leave, and I don't feel like I had to, you know, like I didn't like miss much. If I do need to like crash, I just crash into a wall. You know, if somebody's like calling my name, I just smash the car into a wall or do donuts until the fucking, you know, the tires burn out, and I don't feel so bad. It gives me a sense of satisfaction, you know, because I can't kill anybody in a fucking first-person shooter. I feel exactly like Mr. Dude. I'm getting murdered by 9-year-olds on PCs, and I can't fucking make one single kill, and it's not satisfying at all. So jumping into a game like Mario Party, where you can actually like, you know, enjoy, like, at least if you're dying, you're entertained still, right? You're not just like, fuck, I just got murdered again by some 9-year-old. God damn.
That's what I
wanna
felt
be
like
beat
on
by my
OTG
7-year-old.
last night.
Yeah, some of the most popular games were games like this. Like, look at Among Us. Among Us was huge on Twitch. Like, every fucking streamer was playing Among Us. It was a very fun, streamable game. It's really good for the community because, like, say you're streaming, you can get your viewers to come and join and play with you, especially being free to play. It brings that barrier to entry down, and that's the most important thing when it comes to games. Cast a wide net, bring the barrier to entry down, get everybody in, and see what sticks, kind of thing. See who stays.
That's a great point too. Like people being able to play with you, like so, like if you're a big streamer, like as you grow, like obviously, like Jay, like you have a big account. Like imagine people who like aren't in our community every day, who don't come up on stage, like they can play with you. Like that's a very, very appealing to like a mass amount of people.
The people would get no joy in that because they would just beat up on me.
That's probably they would get a ton of joy in that.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they would get lots of joy out of that.
All right, let's do it then. Set it up. You guys can beat me in video games.
I'm terrified. I'm like about to download the game, but I'm terrified that it's going to kick me off the stream. So I'm like patiently waiting till the show is over.
We call it Steel Candy.
Do we
from
know
a
any
baby.
devs? We need to create an 8-bit or a 16-bit video game that is like Jay Chain's Punch Out. It's like a total knockoff of Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but you're fighting Jay Chain's instead.
I'm down.
I'll play that game.
Don't even have to create the game, guys.
See,
You just gotta
you down for licensing your image? Yeah, exactly. Karate Combat will probably foot the bill. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pushing for Jay
Yeah, I
Chain to get
equate-
70% royalties.
I equate playing playing a game with the streamer to something similar. Like imagine being in one of your live YouTube influencers chats, for example, right? And the chat's flying because maybe there's 1,000 or 2,000 people or even more in there, and you put some out there, and you're like, I hope he reads it. I'm to get the attention. Like I hope he reads my what I put on there on the live. And you get that little validation from it. It's kind of like the same idea. People want to feel like they're part of the stream. People feel like they're part of the live YouTube, whatever.
Yeah, you're totally right. And it's cool that they got the inspiration. Like, obviously, you guys are up here, so you can weigh in whenever you want. Like, it's cool that they got the inspiration. It seems like we're all from the same generation, right? So they got the inspiration from games like we all grew up at least playing.
Yeah, but you keep talking about these Mario games. I don't know what the fuck those are.
Yeah, who the hell is Mario?
Come on now.
Me, Mario.
Sue me. Is that his real name?
No, like, how we all thought he says it's a meme. It's a meme, Mario. Apparently, it's
Yeah, so
it's Sumi, which is
Sumi.
super in Japanese. Or
Yep.
yeah.
He's just saying Super Mario.
Yeah.
He's not saying it's me, Mario. It's so annoying that we lived I lived 40 some years of my life thinking it's a me, a Mario. But nope, it's Tatsumi Mario, which means Super Mario in Japanese.
next you're going
I
to tell
got
me
a
that Dog and Duck Hunt wasn't laughing at me.
Oh, he definitely was.
No, he was laughing.
He was laughing at all of us.
I got a question here. So I'd like to get your guys' opinion on this because I've been playing mental gymnastics with this idea for a while. Like, what is the best way to advertise a Web3 game? Should we even be saying Web3, or should we be talking like it's just a game? Here's a game. Here's a really good
Probably
game to
just
play. Come play
community
it.
gaming night.
No, not for me and my what I'm doing. I'm just talking about in general for Web3 games. Like, I don't think we should be shoving NFTs and
No, you're
Web3
right.
down people's throats. I think we should just here's a really good game because most of the gamers in the world are on Web2 games. So should we be catering and advertising towards the cohort of people that we want to play our games, and the majority are in Web2. So I like the idea with the whole the Trojan horse thing with OTG. It's basically, here's a really good game, come play. It plays just like any other battle royale you've played, like Apex Legends or whatever. And oh, by the way, all your skins, all your things in the game are on the blockchain.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like, people don't, and because let's just say 50% of people will care that there's NFTs, and the other 50% won't give a shit, like, ever. They'll just be happy playing the game.
Yeah, I've had such a hard time explaining. I mean, once I finally got them to understand the idea of what NFTs could be and the marketplace, and look, guys, your NHL players that you got this year that you worked so hard to get, you're not gonna in NHL 2025, you're not gonna lose all those characters. You're gonna be able to bridge them over, and all the uniforms and stuff that you won. I'm trying to put it in the most basic of terms, but as soon as I say the fucking word NFT, I see the gears turning behind their eyeballs, and they're like, "Oh, this is a scam, isn't it?" They just need to all they need to know is that they're playing a fucking game. Is that they're playing the game, and that it works, and that it's fast, and that it looks great. That's the most important thing to gamers.
Can I
right?
ask you a
They don't give a
question?
fuck. It's Web3,
Can I ask you a
Web
really
2,
quick
Web
question?
1.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you guys appreciate the NHL hockey game like we appreciate the Madden game down here in the US?
Yes.
That's like your
We also love the
Yeah.
Madden game. The only equivalent would be college football. We love the NHL, like you guys love college football.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right.
That's a great
So the
comparison. I
Rose
get that.
Bowl. Yeah. We love that shit. And even Olympic hockey, like we get right into that too. I mean, like literally the NHL game has the Olympic hockey teams. Last night I played. We played the women's Canadian team versus the women's American team. It was fucking awesome.
I think the last
ladies
we
flying all over the ice
because we didn't send our NHL players.
Let's see.
No.
So that's the weird thing, right? Like we care so much about the Olympics because we expect to win, so we actually don't enjoy the Olympics. The Olympics are stressful. We basically fucking hate the Olympics unless we win the gold medal because we're expected to win. But like other countries, like the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia, whatever Chechnya, whatever, I can't remember what they're called now. But they won, so like that is like a milestone for like their entire country to remember for their entire lives. Like I know a guy from there. He's like, this is the biggest party I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Where here it's like, we are expected to win. Like if you don't win, it's
so those guys beat Canada.
It was
like,
the Netherlands.
You know, they
the
beat
Netherlands
fucking
won
Canada.
the gold this year. That
the Netherlands.
Yeah, they won the gold.
Did we?
What?
They were definitely incorrect to Google statement.
No, they says the Netherlands beat Germany in a shootout win to win the gold in Olympic Games Paris
hockey?
of 2024.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it's like one of those.
We didn't even care.
You know what
Like,
this? You know what it could be.
Oh, we're not sending NHL players. The Olympics do not exist to us if there's not our Canadian NHL players.
You know
Same
what,
with America now. Like
you know what this
States
could
just
be?
as
This
good.
could be the T-shirt for the team that lost the championship. They got shipped over to India.
Ah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
Just so they can get those.
I was too busy watching curling.
Yeah, they can
It
move
is
those.
wild. Like, there's a whole generation
Amsterdam
of people
shirts.
growing up over there who like think they live in an alternate universe where like the other team won every Super Bowl, every World Series, every NHL Stanley Cup. There's a whole generation of people who are like, what do you mean? The Edmonton Oilers won the Stanley Cup last year. It's like, no,
they've won it every year for the last 14 years. What are you talking about?
No way.
So I got a question. Forgotten Playlands, you guys were at the AVAC summit, and I believe it's Argentina, right? How was that? How was the response to the game? Did people get to play it? Did you guys have like a booth?
Yeah, so we showcased it on the first day, the Wednesday, at the end for like 2-3 hours. So that was a great kind of experience to again have people just physically play the game. You can explain it to them and just see them enjoy and beat their friends. We also showcased it during the Wayfinders event, which was on Thursday, where they rented out a whole arcade, and we had a row of PCs where people could also just drop in, drop out. So overall, and we've kind of noticed that every time when we kind of showcase the game at a real life event, people just pick up the controller. You know, it's a party game. You have usually played at least one in the past, so you can easily understand how it works. And as soon as they do that, and often they come in like groups, you know, it's like either 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. As soon as they jump into a game, like the verbal banter and the physical like pushing starts. And that is kind of exactly what we would hope for. So when we it happened last week at Summit, but the first time when we showcased the game at GDC in March this year, the same kind of thing happened. Like 10 seconds into people starting a party game, they would just start pushing their friends.
Right away, right?
Shit talking starts. They're pushing the other people. They're blocking the screen. Like all the shit you would do as a kid when you were like playing GoldenEye split screen on your N64.
Mario Kart.
Like exactly, like all the shit that you would do as a kid, they were just doing that while playing our game. And to me, that kind of felt like the highest praise that we could kind of get, because that was exactly what we were looking to get out of it.
You immediately made it like fun, competitive. Yeah.
100%.
Okay, so real question then. This is a very important question then. Has you, your community, when I say you, have you guys come up with a drinking game for it yet?
Not an official one, no, but we have done some playtesting in the office where we may or may not have rolled out drunk at the end of the...
Right, because like I know with Mario Kart, for example, there's like a no drinking and driving rule, right? So everyone takes a beer, you crack your beer like as soon as the race starts, and you You have to pull over your car. Your car cannot be moving, and you have to drink. And then if by the end of the race you haven't finished your drink, then you have to open another one and chug it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities that you can do, right?
Yes, that's what I'm excited for. That's when you know a game has gone like cult-like.
See, this is where I think the community comes in. This is where you go to your community and you ask them like stuff like this, like what kind of games, like have a creative corner maybe in the Discord and like hey, make up some like mini games that we can play while we're doing our playtests or whatnot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Strip Forgotten Playland.
Well, so I'll live stream tonight. I'll do that one. Well, while Mike play tests if you guys want.
Like strips?
I'm just kidding.
What?
Not at all.
What platform are you going to be streaming on?
OnlyFans.
Nice, well played.
Hey man, that's how you stack some Bitcoin. Don't judge.
Hey, gotta start somewhere, right? I'm just kidding. I do not have an OnlyFans, guys. I do not. That would be insane.
Also, Frank, he has shouted out YouTube. I see you with your thumbs down there. Don't even bother.
Yeah, and I'll do it again just because. Shout out to my YouTube fam. Love you guys.
We are also at the halfway mark, so it's perfect time for.
Ooh, you know what? I'm glad you say that. Thank you. Speaking of, I did post a couple things up into the breakfast table. So go up there. Let's see what we got up here. We've got a couple things from Forgotten Playland. Make sure you check those out. Gringo put something up. And then I put 2-1. I've got my 4 p.m. today. We've got Adventure Bound. He's coming on to talk about the TRDM. We're looking at the charts, some indicators, all that stuff. And then we're giving away one of their gold NFTs. So I have scheduled that one. There is the link there. So you can go there, make sure you're subscribed, hit the noti bell, do all the things you got to do on the YouTube channel. So be ready for tonight. I think that one's just going to be on YouTube. I think we're just doing tonight on YouTube, not on X. So you're going to want to be subscribed over on the YouTube channel for that one. And then I also put up one today, probably at the end of that show. If we're doing a giveaway for an NFT, I'll probably do the socks or maybe do it a separate video at some point today. But I've got those Hedera socks and Karate Combat 50 koozies from Salt Lake City. Going to be giving that away. So there's that post there. Make sure if that's something you want to be interested in, that you do that. Like, listen, if an international person wins it, I'll send it international. I'm not going to like expedite the shipping. But I'll send you international if you win it. Don't you worry. A lot of people are like, oh, it's only available to the Americans. No. Crypto is borderless, baby. And so are the giveaways.
We will put it on the Titanic and you will get it when you get it.
Yeah, the slow boat to China, if you will. Like yesterday, I tweeted. I did not get hacked yesterday, by the way, guys. I did that on purpose. I'm trying to tap into a new market where I've tweeted some Mandarin. It was supposed to say, what's the ticker? But I believe it said, what's the stock code?
Yeah, and I was like, I immediately texted you.
So it was supposed to say,
you're someone I trust, so I do not need. I know I'll click the link. So
yeah,
that's like when you get one of those Japanese tattoos and you think it says one thing and it really says something else.
Okay, funny. So my brother-in-law, he's from Ireland. He has one. So my wife is like she's half. I think I mentioned this before. She's half Asian. Her grandparents are from. They actually are like they're Chinese, but they were like grew up in India, so it's like called Hakka Chinese. Anyways. My brother-in-law, like we have taken pictures of it. We have shown my wife's grandparents. We have shown random Asian people. No one even knows what it says. Like it's actually just gibberish. I can't remember what he thought it said, but and then another one. He got the Liverpool tattoo. The guy must have been like doing it off my fucking camera because the bird in the Liverpool emblem is fucking backwards.
Yeah,
they got that covered up.
Forgot to mirror the image.
That's
Damn it.
Hilarious. Hey, I see we got Tyler here from Open Coliseum. This is the game that we were playing last week, Jay Chains.
This is a fun game, and
Open
I'm so fucking good at it. I'm going to swear and everything. I'm so fucking good at that game. I get 100. I have to leave the game every time because I just keep.
You're just too
winning.
Good. Heck
and
yeah.
Actually, like I played for 15 minutes the other day. My fucking legs were going numb on the toilet. I was like, okay, I just have to leave. I have over 100 kills.
It's a mobile.
For,
a mobile one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's going to be what wins the day.
Fun as fuck, dude. It's so fun. You just walk.
I'll take that challenge.
I will crush you.
Nice. I see we got some
Tyler,
hands.
Tell us what you got coming up.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go to these hands. We got people with tired hands. Not you, Frank. You are definitely going to be last. If anyone wants to raise their hand in between Bert, Biker, and Frank talking, feel free.
Yeah, make sure you got the pit stand, Frank. Go ahead, Bert.
Hey guys, thanks a lot for having me on the space, letting me chat. I just wanted to run a couple of game concepts past you guys that I'm working on. I heard you guys talking about love of Mario Kart. I'm currently trying to build essentially the love child of Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto. So racing and shooting, but instead of go-karts and rainbows and banana skins, Harley Davidsons, machine guns and machetes, bombs, bloodshed, and PvP betting. That'll be on mobile. Does that sound like something you guys would be into?
Yes. If I can murder my friends on my phone, yes.
Get
Yeah,
away
what
with
was
it.
that? There used to be a motorcycle game where you would ride and you could like whip people with chains or bats and knock them off
Oh
their
yeah, when we were
motorcycles.
kids.
That's
Yep.
Road Rage. Road Rash.
Yeah,
Road Rash.
the soundtrack.
Yeah,
was
so it's
awesome
like
as
that,
well.
except with the addition of guns.
Sold. Take my money.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, well, that's kind of what we're doing. I've got an NFT collection, and what's really cool is the relationship between the NFTs and the game. And the game itself isn't actually like a Web3 game. It's just a conventional mobile Web2, if you will, game. It'll be available on iOS Store, Play Store. There'll be a free version, and then the full version with all the features and all the levels will be $15 a year. Where the Web3 element comes into it is the relationship between the NFTs and the game. We give 81% of the revenues back to the NFT holders through our initiative called Grow to Earn. And in exchange for that revenue, they, as stakeholders, push out this game across every medium to every corner of the earth. And that's the whole kind of sustainable growth user model that we're building. And that kind of sustainable growth user model will mean that the NFT price doesn't necessarily correlate to the bulls and peaks, highs and peaks of Bitcoin and Ethereum and every other crypto asset. It's like derived from the underlying intrinsic value of how many millions of users you have playing the game. How does that sound to you guys?
Exciting.
Well, yeah, the concept of the game is great, and like any idea, like any aspect where us as the users or the end game users can own their shit and essentially benefit from that in the community and like the revenue streams, or you're never going to hear people say no. I think it'll just be about one of the cons you'll get is like when. That'll just be like something annoying.
I think one of the big things that we've got to think about now is if off the grid, and mobile is different, right? But off the grid, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they had about a $30 million fund round to develop the game. I think that sets the precedent for a lot of the games moving forward, right? And so when you see the attention that it got, the usability or the playability and the user interface, all that kind of stuff, I think that kind of sets the bar. So when you think about developing games, like that's going to probably be the standard, that or higher, and that's going to be like the arms race in the gaming industry is who wins that.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I made an MVP myself, but now I'm in talks with AAA game producers because I want to, even though it's just mobile, which is kind of overlooked because it's a lesser gaming experience for the user. I want to make it max quality as possible.
You say that, but honestly, like mobile, in my opinion, mobile is what's going to win the day, because if you think about of the potential of the 3 billion gamers on the planet, I don't know what the actual makeup of mobile gamers to, and I know that there's discrepancy of gamers and what they call each other, whatever, but let's just call the spade the spade. You've got mobile gamers and you've got console gamers, and then like the web-based game or whatever, right? And I think that at the end of the day, like the mobile game, you think like whoever develops the Candy Crush, the next something like that is going to become the feverish mass adoption event, like that's the catalyst right there. And it's a game, it's an app, it's something, and it is going to be mobile based, because if you've got a wider audience, not too many people have access to a computer, not too many people have access to a console that has to be plugged into a TV and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of people have access to a mobile. And I think that's where it's going to be. That's where you see the big winner over the course of this ecosystem, is who's got the winning mobile offering. And I'm not saying that console or the other games they're not going to be successful. I'm not saying that at all. I just feel like in order to drive that catalyst, that mass adoption event, it needs to be through a mobile.
Right, or like one game will make $1 billion and another game makes $500 million, where they're still both successful. One's just like has broader reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That is why we're focused on mobile. You know, if the whole kind of ethos of the project is max user growth and max user numbers for our holders, obviously you want as fewer barriers to entry, and there are 7 billion mobile phones in the world. You know? And actually,
And it
what's
probably
quite
depends
cool
on what your game is. Like Forgotten Playland, like I'm looking at it, I'm watching some clips on YouTube. It's like obviously super detailed, and like obvious, and a game, you know, such as Grand Theft Auto, super detailed, super big, needs obviously way more than what your phone can provide for it.
Mhm.
But if it's just like what's that, like those racing, like Dookie Dash kind of whatever that game is, where you're just running and jumping over things and sliding under things, then yeah, fuck, mobile's perfect for it. Why would you put the money onto a console just to run in a straight line?
yeah, 100%. It's a racing game, you know. So as I said, a bit more like Mario Kart, but with a GTA skin and look and feel and culture. But the other really cool thing actually about mobile is the fact that, you know, every mobile has a gyroscope. So the steering is done with gyroscope. And the really cool thing about that is it frees up your thumbs to do the aiming and shooting. And the really cool thing about that is that Mario Kart's essentially the only racing and shooting game out there, but it's not really a shooting game, if you will, because all shooting games you have to aim to shoot. Mario Kart, you just press B or A or whatever it is, and you know it always hits the target. The aim's always perfect, or the shoot is omnidirectional. So here, with the steering done by gyroscope and the thumbs being allowed to aim and shoot, you've got a more simultaneous racing and shooting experience than, as far as I know, any other game out there.
Very exciting. I'm looking forward to this tonight.
Fair point. See people falling off the toilet trying to turn their fucking whole body with their phone.
Yeah, I guess, man. I mean, play it on the toilet, play it on the bus to school. Don't play it while you're driving the bus to school. And there will be PvP betting as well, you know, which I think is a much more degen favorable play to earn mechanism, you know.
Yeah, no, I think definitely. When will this release for you?
So I mean, right now it's very early days. You know, I know I probably haven't spoken to any of you before. I just started hitting Twitter properly, maybe last Thursday. I launched the official page for Bad Bikers, and so we'll look to roll out pre-sales, and then after that, deliver a better MVP and a better game trailer. Release the rest of the NFTs. There'll be 10,000 total, and then release the game shortly after that. But yeah, it's still, as I said, it's early days right now, but it's all very exciting. And right now it's very early Twitter engagement, so I'd love to connect with as many of you as possible. On this, I'm on my personal biker, but also Bad Bikers NFTs. I'm going to be dropping an essay on Grow to Earn this week, and I think Grow to Earn honestly is a really interesting concept. I'd love more and more companies and entities to adapt, because I just think it works better. You know, it's about a game funded by the sale of NFTs, funded by the people, built in public with the input of the people, and then marketed to the world by the people. And those people deserve to eat, and 80% is a very fucking tasty bite, you know. And while people may say, "Hey, but that's not really, that cuts your revenues by a lot," what I'm saying is, I'm betting coming to market with 10,000 vocal advocates is going to give me 5 times as many users, and then that's the same money, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're definitely onto something, man. I think just like keep going, keep coming to spaces like this, just making friends essentially, and then that's how you'll just build up your community in like the most organic, natural way.
Oh.
Plus, Modern Canadian, he hosts like game nights where he tests out games for people. So for sure, reach out to him. He can check stuff out and maybe stream a game night for you.
Yeah, I mean that's a little in the distance for me right now. But yeah, I'll definitely reach out to him. And sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone. Who was that just talking? Was that?
I'm the modern Canadian, the beautiful guy with the white hoodie down there and the perfectly trimmed goatee.
Look at that, like nice and trimmed. Yeah, I am. Yeah. You just hit me up in the DMs. I'm always down to try games, and especially if they're fun. I love playing fun games.
Yeah, sounds good. And are there any podcasters out there as well? Because I could really do with extending this audience and preaching this little Go to Earn gospel as much as I could. If there are any podcasters in the space, please hit me up, say hello, DMs, whatnot. Would love to connect. I'd love to connect with all you legends.
Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for letting us know about the project, and we definitely look forward to seeing that. I'm a motorcycle rider, so you know I always like that kind of stuff.
Well, Did you get the relevance of 81%?
81%.
Yeah, someone will. It'll make you laugh when you guys work it out. Anyway, yeah, thanks a lot for letting me bounce my ideas off you guys, and
Oh yeah,
and yeah, if any of you have any afterthoughts, I'd love to hear it.
absolutely, man. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, man, keep coming back. Oh, it's the is that the Hell's Angels?
That's the Hell's Angels. Yeah, you got it. Man. 8-1, the 8th letter and the first letter. One last thing I'll say, I don't think I just said it. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I have been bouncing around a few spaces, but through this mechanism that Grow to Earn is, the crypto assets itself, like in the Bad Bikers NFTs, like everything in this space essentially is a PvP game as far as like crypto investing goes, whether it's memes or altcoins or bitcoins or whatever. We all have to cash out to someone, and we always cash out to someone when we think it's all-time highs to someone we inevitably think is going to about to lose money. That's kind of the nature of the game. But given this whole value derived from the user base that are like paying dollars for a fair price game mechanism, like people can buy Bad Bikes NFTs and through driving and growing the user base, never have to sell them and still make their money. It's really like what I consider to be the first really true PvE, if you could say, crypto asset, because the community is engaged to work together, not to like fluff up the hypothetical perceived value of the NFT, but to drive the intrinsic underlying value mechanism of the NFT. We treat the NFT as the vehicle rather than just the end product, and do as a business that should sustain us forever and ever. So yeah, last one said on it. Sorry if I kind of hijacked the space in any way. But yeah, thank you very much for
man, you're good. You're
letting
good.
me speak and feeding back. And
no, man, you're all good,
Sorry,
man. That's the theme of the day is Web3 gaming, and that's what you're looking to build. And yeah, if anybody's got any input or wants to participate in helping out, man, just shoot him a note. That's our guy, Bert Biker.
Yeah. All right, Frank. No one else raised their hand, so I guess you can talk now.
We tried to stall as long as we could, man. But I guess
I know you could. I know it's such a shameful day. I was expecting somebody to, but nobody did. Anyways, good morning, Jay Chains.
What's up, brother? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I was just gonna sit down there in the listener section and listen to you enthusiastically. Shout out all the YouTubers and fellow listeners. And then I'm just chilling, and all I hear is Mr. Dude saying something about B Frank. What's going on with your minions, bro? You gotta get them on the chain.
Get in line, boys.
I mean, just up here, I've never said anything to Mr. Dude. Now you sending people for me, man. Come on.
That's it.
I'm just making sure that I'm on your side technically. I'm making sure that he looks after the YouTubers.
Yeah, because he does tend to forget about them. He does tend to forget about them.
No, so we're like that's why I said like we're doing a special show. The 4 p.m. today is going to be only for the YouTubers. So I mean everybody's got a chance to become one. They could hop over and become a subscriber over there and watch later today. But I do appreciate wherever you consume the Web3 Breakfast or anything that any of us do. We sure do appreciate you. Like I'm excited about our gaming night tonight as well. I think if I'm not mistaken, my wife is in the crowd, and I wonder if she's excited about playing this game tonight because this is like right up her alley. All you got to do is light up the emojis, honey. Just give me a sign. Let me know. There's a delay, so you guys can keep talking while I wait for the delay.
Yo, we got Tyler up here from Open Coliseum, and
Howdy.
I saw they just updated the mage, and the mage looks sick, the new mage. So why don't you talk about what's going on with the Open Coliseum and all the new stuff you guys got going on?
Love to. Thanks for having me, guys. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. So just a refresher for people who don't know what Open Coliseum is. If you've ever played Slither.io or any of the IO games like Agar, you have your character and they're in this little arena. Your character's like a snake or an amoeba, and they get bigger as you pick things up on the ground, and you want to like absorb or eat other people. And then if you ever played Brawl Stars, popular game by Finnish developer Supercell, it's a little multi-online battle arena multiplayer online battle arena where you start with like a death match group of 10 people, and then you fight until one person's left standing, and then you win the match. This is what we call an infinite battle royale. It combines unique elements from both of these games where you have a character and you jump into the arena. You want to survive as long as you can. The way that you progress inside the game is you traverse the arena, fight other players, and pick up what's called essence. Essence helps you level up, get stronger, unlock new abilities that you get to use in combat. You actually get bigger over time. You get more health. And the idea is that you level up and you try to stay alive as long as you possibly can. And when you die, that's when the game ends. So you could be playing that game for an hour if you can survive that long amidst the other 24 players. Now that's the game. Some of the updates that we're putting out is the game is going to go live. We're looking at the beginning of December right now with actually Web3 integration. So the game has no Web3 integration right now. We've just been focusing on gameplay, iterating on making sure that people enjoy the game, that the combat is compelling, the experience is compelling. And all the data as of now suggests that that's the case, that this is an experience that people enjoy. It's not something they've seen before necessarily. It's a new type of genre. Again, we're calling it the Infinite Battle Royale. And we're kind of cleaning up a little bit of the art, making sure that all the art is cohesive and reflective of the toon style that's going to be really accessible. And then we're going to make it live in December with Web3. Really, really excited, and it's been really fun to play with the community and get feedback and kind of build the game, make sure it's fun, and then take the Web3 lane after that.
That's awesome. That's really exciting. And that'll be here before we know it. And hopefully, as far as the crypto market's concerned, we will be rocking and rolling. And so sentiment will be great. And be, a fun new offering. Now, what chain are you going to be on?
If anyone is familiar with Xai, XAI, yeah, that's the one that we're looking at right now.
Nice. Absolutely.
Is there a specific wallet for that people will need?
Sorry, did you ask if there's a specific wallet?
Yeah.
So what's really cool is the theory behind this game is accessibility meets depth. My theory about gaming is that these IO games like Agar and Slither are among the most accessible multiplayer games that have ever been released to market. And in keeping with that tradition, we're trying to make this game as accessible as possible. It should be really easy for anybody to come in and pull open the game and play. That means there can't be any of the crypto obfuscation. So when you create a game, when you create an account, let me start over. When you download the game, you can immediately play in 2 clicks and 2 taps. Now, when you try to interact with the marketplace, it's going to ask you to connect a social account. Once you do that, a wallet is created for you in the background, and your social is used as the authentication mechanism for managing transactions. So you can connect an external wallet like MetaMask, but for all the other players who don't know, don't care, won't do that, the majority of casual players, it will be created for you in the background. You probably won't even know what's going on. So you'll be playing a normal game, but it'll be backed by blockchain technology.
Dude, that's a slam dunk right there. And then say they do decide to buy assets or whatever, all that stuff then does become theirs, whether they know it or not, or realize or care. And then at some point it could be one of those moments a few years down the road when they realize what they're doing and they're like, oh shit, this is amazing. I've got all this stuff.
100%. So when you're purchasing stuff from other people in the marketplace, just in the normal P2P stuff that you would be doing to play the game, it's sitting in your wallet and it actually has value to you. And there's value retention there that can be realized in the future. And you may or may not know that, but it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. It's like it could end up being one of those stories with the dude who didn't know they have the rarest thing in the fucking game, and then it was worth whatever, and they're 5 years later like, holy crap, like I'm rich.
Absolutely. The whole objective is accessibility. And if we've learned anything over the past few years, it's that when you put substantial barriers in front of casual players, they won't do it. All you get is a bunch of degens. I love degens, don't get me wrong, but we want to get millions of people, and there aren't millions of degens as of now, right?
Yeah.
And you're right. Like, I'm playing your game specifically over other games just because of how easy it honestly, just how easy it is to open it and play it and then close it and walk away.
That's huge. I seriously appreciate that feedback, and that goes to we believe that in mobile gaming, at least, we chose mobile because mobile is the biggest market by far and large in gaming. It's not even close. Mobile makes up for like 60 to 70% of all video game industry revenue, and there's not even a close second. Most people in the world are mobile gamers, and we're like, hey, how do we really make a splash? Let's make a really good game that's easy to play, hybrid casual, where you jump in and you're playing these 5-minute sessions. You can close it at any time. It's really easy, but there's crypto behind it. There's this blockchain technology, and can we make something like that can go mainstream that is backed by blockchain technology, right? Like I love the way that Off the Grid is being talked about, how the whole world has all of a sudden woken up to the fact that blockchain technology could be cool if it's in the background, what we've all been saying for like 2 years. So we hope to see some similar success on mobile.
Right.
Well, see, for me, you were just talking about the marketplace. I mean, I play a bunch of games that have marketplaces that are not crypto backed, but I mean, that's kind of like the predecessor leading into this with the marketplaces on the blockchain and people actually owning their stuff. People do have exposure to that. I've got this skin, I can sell it. So that's a big deal too, as far as onboarding people.
100%. Totally agree.
And it's good for marketing. Like, imagine you can build a whole marketing campaign that somewhat attacks like these, EA Sports, the Fortnite creators, where it's like, hey kids, you have been playing Web3 gaming your entire life, and all they've been doing is taking your money. Now we have the ability to give you back like the power and the control and your money. So you put in $100, you could maybe lose it all because you bought the shittiest skins, or you can make $200, or you can just get your money back and like that's it.
Absolutely. One of the biggest anecdotal empowerments to me was my co-founder, who's actually building the game. He's a developer. Spent $10,000 on Splinterlands. I don't know if anybody's played Splinterlands. The guy has never spent money on a video game his entire life. We're big League of Legends people. We're big Brawl Stars people. Big free-to-play guys. I've never seen him drop $1 on a game ever. He spent $10,000 on Splinterlands. It was the craziest thing I'd ever had the miracle of witnessing. And I fundamentally believe right now, if you look at the mobile industry, you're seeing about 5 to 8% on average of players be converting into paying users. So in a free-to-play game on mobile, you'll see about 5 to 8% of your users paying. Now, when you look at blockchain and you look at the value retention mechanic, which is I can actually get some of the money back that I spend, I believe that number will substantially increase. It's kind of similar to what you saw with books when Amazon opened up a market for secondhand books. More people started buying. People thought it was going to cannibalize sales. No, it just opened the market to more people because more people said, "Oh, I can retain my value now. I can sell this if I need to." And that's a huge signal to consumers when that money is not just 100% gone. So I expect that number to go from 5 to 8% to somewhere in the range of 20+%. More people purchasing and the average LTV of a user to go up, lifetime value, because there is value retention. So excited to see a lot of these metrics.
How long do you think it'll take for that increase to be realized, you think? Like 5 years?
That's a fantastic question.
Like 2030 and beyond?
Yeah, great question. So I think in our game, you're going to see it as soon as the economy goes live. You're going to see more paying users on average. And that's something that I'll be able to talk to about the industry. But in terms of industry standards, you're not going to see it until this fundamentally changes gaming. The way I see this is when mobile gaming hit the market, there was no industry for mobile gaming, right? You had console, you had PC. And then when mobile hit the market and drastically changed free to play forever and introduced in-app purchases, it blew everything up, right? And now you've got Off the Grid kind of starting another revolution that Axie Infinity did, but making it user-friendly and casual player-friendly. So you're going to see over the next few years these experiences, ideally ours is one of them, that come out and start to blow up the conventional mechanisms for monetization in gaming. And when players start seeing value retention, you'll see these industry these industry stats and these standards start shifting when they realize that there's more money doing it another way. But that's what we're out to prove. We're out to prove that this is the way to do it, that there's more money in this. And then I expect the rest of the industry to follow suit, just like they did when mobile launched.
Yeah. I like that. So got a question over on the YouTube about income taxes. How does this work for American users? Like when rewards want to be cashed out and stuff like that. And there, if I'm not mistaken, there are ways. Like I emceed a crypto tax summit one time. It was a couple days down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of things. And one of the things I did learn is that if you've got like a Roth, or if you've got some other kind of thing set up, you can put those NFTs into that so that there is no tax burden on there, and then you lease them out to a player so that that activity can happen without any kind of tax recourse, because the whole asset is being kind of spoken for in this Roth. Do you know anything about that? Do I have that completely right or wrong? Do you know?
Yeah, I have no idea about the Roth piece, and I can't speak to taxes. I'm not a professional specifically. I have some opinions, but
yeah, we are.
I won't give the advice.
See, I'm not like a professional at taxes, but here's the way. How do they classify it? Because if they're going to say, hey, your in-game assets are going to be taxed because they're an asset, right? Then you would have to tax a Call of Duty skin, because they're all assets, right? Look at the Counter-Strike, for example. They have their own marketplace. They have knives and gun skins and whatnot. They sell for a lot of money. And are you going to tax them on that? Are you going to give them capital gains? This is the problem. They don't have any sort of classification. And I believe in the U.S., I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe in the U.S., you do not get taxed, I believe, on hobby income. And video gaming is not. You're not doing it as a profession. Then you're just playing for casual. Then it's a hobby. It's not business income.
All right. Well, talk to your tax professional. That's some good opinions there. Some good information. Shout out to Mr. Dude's dog. What's his name?
Clark. We got Clark Kent here.
Clark. What's up, Clark? Smash the like for Clark. If you like dogs, if you like animals, if you like people, if you like crypto.
Basically, if you're not a terrible person, like and share the space on the videos.
You said it.
Dude, between your story of like destroying people on the toilet while dropping bombs and the whole mobile playground, you guys gave me like a great idea for like a commercial for Open Coliseum. So video incoming soon.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
So we do, baby. We just brainstorm great content, everything for the culture.
That's all that this show is, just a think pad for everybody to go about. Like, we're here for 90 minutes. You're supposed to take as many ideas as you can and run with them and turn them into, whether it's a revenue stream or a content idea or whatever. It's our gift to you.
So Mike is going to sit on the toilet and play mobile games and drop bombs. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely.
Drop bombs while you drop bombs, baby. Word to your moms. I came to drop bombs. Oh yeah. What else we got?
I knocked over my fucking microphone, headphones, everything.
Well, that's what happens.
Stupid dog. I named him Clark. He should be able to fly.
At least we can clip that, and then we can show people like, look, he's friendly. Most of the time,
isn't there like a cartoon out now? Isn't there a cartoon out now that has like the it's like Superman's dog, and he's like
so the next Superman movie, the James Gunn movie that's coming out next year, will have the first introduction of the dog. Can't remember his name. Crypto is the dog's name.
Wait, what?
So the next Superman movie that's coming out, like in the DC universe, it'll be the first movie, like the live action movie, where Superman will bring his dog from the comics. He had a superpowered dog, and the dog will be.
There was a super dog.
Super dog.
Batman had one too.
Yeah.
In this series, it was. Or are you pulling my chain right now?
Because of kryptonite. So it's
because he's from Krypton.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's actually that's a great point. I didn't really think of it in terms of like us. Like, yeah, that's actually great. Like the word crypto is going to be said, like even just for like the algorithm use, the timeline, crypto will be said like all over once it's being released. All of the previews start rolling out. That's actually going to be very good for us to steal the attention.
When does the game? When does that movie come out?
The movie's sometime in 2025.
Bull Run will be rocking and rolling.
Actually, Bull Run. Yeah.
Well timed
Yeah,
out.
Marvel is garbage now, so I'm becoming a DC maxi now.
They're both just good, man. You can't just like, that's it. I watch them all. Fuck. I just watch them all. Plus Superman. So like my last name's Kent. My mom, when they found out they were gonna have a boy, like obviously my dad's like, my dad actually said no, we can't name him Clark. And I remember being like upset growing up, being like, oh, wow, man, it's so stupid. Like it's a great name. And then when we were pregnant with our kids and we didn't know they were girls, I was like, what about Clark? Allie's like, not a chance. Like the kid will get bullied. I was like, I will teach my kid, like their name is going to be Clark Kent. Like this shit's just going to come with the territory. I promise you that if you get bullied, it'll be one time.
Yeah. Like if the kid's name is Chuck Norris, he's going to know how to fight.
Yeah. So then obviously when we were getting the dog, like Sky, like wanted to name him Timbit. We had like other names. I was like, I don't care. Like if we're done having kids and I'm not having a son, like my dog's name is Clark Kent. If we get another dog,
this is my
another reality.
This is my guy.
Yeah,
this is Clark. End of story.
Yeah, this is Clark fucking Kent. I love you, Sky. Sorry for swearing at you, but go back to bed.
Hey, knowing what we know now as men, that we control the sex of our children, it was the gift that you were able to give yourself for providing your wife with daughters, because it was you.
Yeah. And plus, like, well, also like as a dad, I mean, you're a girl dad as well. It benefits us in the long run.
Hell yeah.
Like I have two older sisters. They're gonna look after my dad. You know, he's their hero. Blah blah. I'm like, yo, what's up, Dad? Oh, you shit your pants? Like, sucks to suck, right? But like, you have a son. Like that's what he's like. You have your girls, and they're like, oh, Daddy, I love you. It's okay. I'll take care of you.
Yeah. Like they say, your sons.
They're like, oh, mom.
Your sons come later in life, they say, and if you raise your daughter correctly, and like maybe whatever, but if you raise your daughter and she has a good value and a good gentleman, then the son that becomes her husband is the one that you're.
Plus, you have someone who like feels obligated to help. Like I'll tell my dad like, no, I can't come over and lift that. Like I can do it tomorrow. My brother-in-laws, guess who goes over and lifts it? They do.
It's a different story. This is a different story.
Yep.
Yeah. Frank, let's see. You got your hand up,
being a girl dad.
Hashtag
Hey, yeah, I just got my hand up because I saw y'all had a lack of hands in here. But I was gonna say, Mr. Dude, I really did like your Dave Chappelle, I'm rich. But then you attacked me when you said I bought shitty skins. So I don't know how to feel anymore.
Oh.
But Jay Chains, I'm such a good friend, Jay Chains. I dropped your YouTube link in the chat.
Thank you.
Check that out. See how good of a friend I am, because I know how people are in this space. If they just can't scroll and click on it, then they're just not even gonna bother.
You're a good human, Frank. Not only a good friend, you're just a good human being.
I really try to be. But I was also going to say, since they're coming out with the Superman movie and his name is, crypto, do you think they're doing that on purpose to bring crypto to the masses? Because we all know what they do with movies.
What's that?
You think it's a top signal?
Whoa,
wait.
DC has a crypto agenda, pro crypto agenda at Warner Brothers. Oh my God.
They do? Or is this going to be a top signal?
I don't know. That's a conspiracy we're trying to blow the lid off of right now.
We'd have to look into James Gunn like himself. I don't think he's very pro or anti crypto. So we'd have to look into him.
Is this going to be a top
True that.
signal?
He's the guy that's like running the show now. He's the new director, right?
Yeah, he's like the Kevin Feige of Marvel. He runs all of DC.
Depending on what time of the year this movie comes out, it's either going to be
March, I think.
It's either going to be a catalyst. Well, it's going to be a catalyst either way. It's either going to be
it's a summer movie.
Summer, okay.
Like I think in the US it's going to be like July 11th was the date for that.
Yo, you're bang on July 11th.
Whew. Look at that. I mean, listen, it could be something that sends us higher. It could also be a top signal. It could end up being a top signal. You never know.
Well, we know they all show us what's going to happen in the future in the movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
you're
how
right.
they condition us is through movies. So that's why I was just.
And Superman will be like, it'll be watched because it'll be anticipated. Superman's like the most famous superhero like in the history of the world. So
I'm more
That's
excited
good.
about
And
Moana.
you know what he should. You know what?
November.
I can't wait for Moana. That seminar so soon. Is Akira? So we're gonna have. I brought them up here a long time ago. Akira the panda. We're gonna have them on tomorrow. They got a cool project. They're trying to save the red panda. So you don't have to talk, Neo, because I know you're working away. But I'm excited to show you guys them tomorrow.
Nice.
Akira, if you guys can get in early.
Wait, did I just miss something?
I think there was
Akira
some
the red
alpha.
panda will be Superman's nemesis, maybe.
Hey, I'm here, Mr. Dude. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're excited to
Good,
talk
good.
about the project tomorrow. These people can get in today because tomorrow it might be way bigger.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, we're pushing hard, so who knows when it could pop.
Boom.
And they're saving red pandas, guys. So if you have children and your children love animals, or you love animals because you're not a terrible human being, they're actually attempting to save the red pandas.
And a
they're
red
cute and cuddly.
panda is just kind of like a raccoon, right?
It's
Basically,
fucking
yes.
adorable.
They're
yes,
cute.
but
Yeah,
it's
they look like
way
adorable.
cuter than a
Watch your
raccoon.
mouth. Don't you ever compare it to a raccoon.
I mean, let's
He
be
just
real.
means in terms of size and stature, like they're like little red raccoons.
Yeah.
First of
I know
all,
that they are the red panda. I
raccoons are
know what
trash
they are.
kitties.
I've seen them.
They-
Go ahead.
Talking about red trash pandas?
Cute red trash pandas.
Adorbs.
If you saw a raccoon in your garbage, you'd be like, "What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, raccoon!" If you saw a red panda in your garbage, you'd be like, "Oh my god, it's so adorable! Like, are you hungry? Like, come on in.
Can I get
have
you some more
food for you."
garbage?
Yeah,
Would
you'd
you?
be like,
No.
here,
You
have
wouldn't
a
feed it
muffin.
garbage. I would bring it a meal. I would just go
No.
into the fridge and bring it
Yeah.
a meal.
Totally, I'd give it $5. and it'd
Spaghetti.
be gas money, whatever.
Yeah.
I'ma hug you and pet you and love you.
Hey, you want to take a pillow and a blanket home, dog? Let's go. Here you go.
You can just live here now.
Yeah. Why don't you?
That's it.
I got a guest
Clark,
bedroom,
bye,
dog.
Clark. Stop barking, Clark. The panda doesn't bark. If you do, you're leaving, and the fucking red panda's sticking around.
I mean, you got to pick sides. At one point, it's kind of like the ultimatum I had to give my wife when she was my girlfriend. She was a cat lady. And when I moved into the apartment in New York City, I literally almost died because I was so allergic. And so we had to say, like, it was either the cats or me. And the cats went to retirement at her parents' house, like in the country, which was great. Great for the cats.
Oh, to the farm, to the
No,
quote unquote
actually,
to the farm, right?
It was not, you don't even have to quote it, man. They had several acres and they became like well adapted to that lifestyle and like just loved the outside and retired well.
When you said go to the farm, I thought you meant like they just had their neck snapped immediately.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too.
Now there were times,
Yeah,
there
the
were
front
times where
side of the barn.
there were times where I talked about feeding the cats antifreeze because apparently they like it because it's sweet, but it's like extremely poisonous. I'm extremely allergic to cats, and so with that being
You
said,
know this is a recorded space, right?
it's okay.
He
They're
said
cats.
thought
They try to
about.
kill me. They literally any interaction, any
Also,
interaction
we
I
need
have
the
with a
press.
cat is basically me becoming closer to death. So the cats try to kill me every time I see them.
I'm calling Peter.
Well, shout out to the Akira the red panda for not being a fucking cat then.
Yeah, 100% on that.
See, that's it. We just like to talk shit. And before we end, so I guess we got a real burning question from Neil. Was Duck Hunt the first person shooter?
I gotta know. I need to know. Is that, or was it like an arcade game where you shot?
Well,
you
no,
know,
I had it on my
zombies and stuff,
Nintendo.
or-
Like it was on original Nintendo, so it probably kind of
Yeah.
was a first person.
Yeah, I guess
mean,
so,
I
because
think
I would like Star Fox
No.
would have been
No,
after that, right?
no,
But
there
Star
was
Fox
something before Nintendo.
wasn't first person because you were like third person in the oh no, I guess you were like in the wow, great. No. Look at this mind-blowing stuff here right at the end of the show. It's unfortunate that we only got 2 minutes left. I see Jay typing like he's never typed before. Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up
We
because
might
I don't
have
think
to
so.
answer.
Is yes.
I don't think that
Before
it
we end, I posted a link on the breakfast table there, guys. I will be live tonight at 8. Community gaming night start at 9. We're playing Forgotten Playland, so everybody download Hyperplay, download the game, get on there. It'll link to your Epic account. So if you have an Epic account, that's how we'll find you guys in the games for to join our lobbies and whatnot. So yeah, so if you guys can hop in. If you don't have a PC and you're not able to play, Open Coliseum is doing their play test night. I believe you guys are doing it at 9, if not mistaken, Eastern time. So yeah, hop in and you can hop in their Discord of Forgotten Playlands and also the Open Coliseum if you guys want to play those games. And yeah, we'll see you guys tonight.
Boom. I will definitely be there. We will definitely be there hanging out, playing some of that. Okay, so I fact checked you 100%. You are wrong. This game called Maze War came out in 1973. It was released on DOS in 1992. So it says that.
I don't believe you.
That is the
Man,
first
that
ever
doesn't
first-person
count. Don't
shooter
nobody
video game.
remember that.
Do you remember it or no?
Nobody
Jay James is
remembers
the only
that.
one alive when that was out. So
92? You
I
guys,
said
you guys are born
70-something.
after
Yeah, you said
1992?
70, dude.
you said 70 something.
You said 1970 some shit. Yeah.
1973.
I was like, what? How is that even possible?
Weren't you like 15?
No, I was born in
Fuck off.
1982.
I was 4 years old.
So it was developed by those three guys in 1973, and it was released on DOS, finished and released on DOS in 1992. 3D Maze.
It took them 20 years to make the game.
Time out. When did Duck Hunt get released?
Yeah, because you said created and then released in '92. Let's see, Duck Hunt.
Oh, look at that. We're all out of time. Have to come back tomorrow for the answer.
1984.
Hunt.
1984.
Wow, congrats
My
to Duck
favorite
Hunt.
year. My birth year.
Oof.
Man, I was
All right,
2
I'm
years
86,
old.
baby. Look at this.
Fine vintage.
All right. Well, there you go.
That was fun. This was a great show, man. This was super fun.
This
Thanks
was,
for
man. I
Forgotten
appreciate
Playland for coming out.
Forgotten Playlands. I appreciate them being here. And we had a great time learning about everything that they've got going on. Brum, appreciate all the information that you were dropping. Akira, we look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. And everybody else, appreciate you, man. You could have done anything in the world this morning, but you chose to hang out with the Web3 Breakfast. So thank you. Shout out to you guys. Do yourselves a favor, like the video, smash the like, hit the heart, do the things you got to do on the way out. And that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. Make yourself great. Just always strive to be better every day. There's no reason not to, right? Make that frown upside down, baby. Peace.